Jerry. Appreciate that. Right, let me get this onto. Right, let me have to go to the dual stream. Get that onto there.
There you go.
We are live now, I believe, Jerry, are we?
Yeah.
Right, welcome to this week's live stream.
Yeah, but
Time to
just
go.
get off. There's Dylan right there.
Where's Dylan?
What's going on, Dylan?
Hello, Dylan. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You're early. Nice to see you early, anyway. And we're going to have a few spare seats, I think, today because we've got Nige is a bit busy with one thing or another. I think he's had an operation with his eye. I don't know whether you know, Jerry. He's had a
cataract. I saw it.
He's a bit.
But I said he'd put a patch over that, and he'd just be a pirate.
I don't think he'd want to come on the stream with a big patch on his eye, but we can take the mick out of him. So it'd be good if he did, anyway.
Well, he might be better looking. He might want to come on.
Good evening, Andy. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
There's Andy.
We've got an echo here. I haven't got an echo. I can't hear an echo myself for some reason.
No, I can't hear it.
Is it still there, Andy? We'll pick up on that in a minute, but we'll see. It's sorted. Brilliant. Thanks very much, Andy. I thought it was Howie doing some sound tests in the background. Because Howie's been doing a bit of testing with his sound on microphones and things, hasn't he?
Oh, Monkeywood.
Good evening, Monkeywood. Hello there. It's a bit of a quiet one so far because we've got a lot of people doing things. And how we got Motovlogs, Virginia. Howdy. How do you do? Good to see all these guys coming across.
Bring on some volunteers.
Yeah, we need a few more people on there. If anybody wants to come on the live, by the way, we're trying to get a few more people to pop on the lives when we go live. And the system we're going to use is if somebody wants to come out on the live, send us an email. And what we shall do, we will email you a stream link, which I email out every week. And you can pop on the live. And it's very rude of me because I've started this live stream and I haven't introduced Jerry. Welcome to the stream, Jerry. Apologies.
Oh, well, the people are here know me anyway.
They do, but I'm a bit out of sorts at the moment. But how are you saying? Well done for your record, Jerry.
Yeah, even a blind squirrel can find an acorn every once in a while, Howie.
Yeah. So that might be a good time to bring in this little bit of a thing here to see how you did on that on the run. So this is something I've just popped up here, Joe, whether it's correct or not, because I've got a habit of getting things wrong every now and then, and dates and things for tours and stuff like that. But
yeah, the dates you do.
The dates I do, yeah. So I don't want to get this one wrong. Your record-breaking run that you did this week, and you're back. Obviously, you're back from there now, and you've released one of your videos on that.
They kicked us out.
Fantastic job. And it was in the class for the 300cc modified streamlined gas, which is what MPSG means, I presume.
Yeah, the partially streamlined. Yeah,
partially streamlined. And
that means they can see your arms. They have to be able to see your arms and your legs. Anything, if you can't see your arms and legs, then you're streamlined.
All right. So it's nothing to do with there's fairing on the front or anything like that, no?
Yeah, it does. If you have any kind of, if you've modified your bike, like you put an exhaust pipe on your bike, then even if your bike came with a windscreen, then you go into partially streamlined.
Yeah.
Once you modify anything that can be used for streamlining, put you in a different class.
Yeah, but if the bike's designed for it, it has a fairing on it as well. Is that partially modified?
Not if you don't do anything else to the bike. Like if you had a Kawasaki ZX 1400 like I used to have, once you change the pipe on the bike, you've modified it. Yeah. Anything that's on the bike after that, even if it came with it, will put you in a partially streamlined class. Wow. So as long as you don't change anything else, you can run that Kawasaki like in the production class. Wow. But they're pretty particular about that. Anything that even this much of a windscreen, they'll make you.
But I suppose they have to be really strict because if it's a record-breaking run, they want to make sure everything's all correct.
Yeah.
And get it right.
Biker. Yeah.
Hello, Leanne.
I keep waiting for him to get a bike. I'm hoping he gets that Triumph 800. I really do.
Yeah,
Sport. But he might be going for that Tracer. I don't know. Both of them are really nice bikes.
I think he'll go for the Tracer because that's he looked like he was enjoying that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he does. I just think, to me, I'm a Triumph guy, so there you go. The Yamaha's good, really good though. I don't think you can lose on either one of those.
No. We've got Strange Fruit Biker coming. Strange Fruit Biker 20. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
This stream this week, I might have to take a bit of time going through the comments at the end to say who's been on the channel because time to write my details on the side here. And also, Strange Fruit Biker says, "Congratulations, Jerry. Well done on the record."
Yeah, we didn't get as much as we'd like to get, Joe. But when you're racing, you never get exactly what you want to get. You always want more. But when you get out there, you never know what the track's going to be. You know what the course is going to be. So
yeah,
there you go.
But you didn't have any wind, did you? The wind that was we showed on
No,
the video previous, that was pretty bad.
I would have took a tailwind though, but yeah, we had wind. If you watched me in the run, if you'll notice on the orange thing at about the 2 mile mark, it moves me over from the right side of the blue line to the left side.
Yeah,
It blows, but it blows there every year. So I know that. I knew that was coming.
you expected it.
Yeah, I was expecting it.
So Monkeywood Garrett saying he went and sat on a 10 Air 1200 and a Himalayan 450 this weekend. The 10 felt huge. Yeah. And the Himalayan seems great for sub 6,000 price. The price is all right for it, I suppose. Yeah. Depends how much money you've got, really, at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I saw Steve did his video. He missed last week. I was kind of worried about him. I didn't see a video last Sunday, and I saw the video coming out there this Sunday, and he did one on the Royal Enfield
350.
350, and it was really good.
I was a bit worried when he did that because it popped up on there where he said he's picked a nice spot to park it, and it was in the middle of a river. It was in the river.
It would have been hilarious if he'd have took a fall.
Oh,
not to hurt him, though.
Hopefully that'll never happen. I hope not. Anyway, so yeah. Now I've had a bit of a gift sent to me today as well, so I'm going to show you what that is. Good evening, German Jobbies. Duncan's on here. Good to see you.
Oh, is Duncan going to be nice to me again today? Be 2 days in 2 ones in a row.
He's always nice, isn't he? Eh?
He gives me the stick sometime.
Yeah. So I received one of the. Oh, hang on a minute. I received one of these this week. It's a Magic Invisible side stand puck. Have you ever heard of them?
No, not the invisible ones.
It's one of them ones that you don't have to put on the floor. It just appears when you want it appears. So I want to change my screen. It might go all pear-shaped this, but let me turn my green screen off. Let me turn my green screen off here. The colour of this is actually green. See there? It's green.
Yeah.
So if I hold it up, it can disappear. Now, this was made by Ron, Tutor on a Bike, if I can get it right. Is that correct? And he's done these for all the guys who are running on the Tour de Faf Tour this year. And he's put Tour de Faf 2025, Hey Cardo, radio off. He's got a name on every single one of them.
Wow.
And new biker saying it would make a good invisibility cloak. I think it would. And this is another awesome little thing. You see this here? When you use these, you normally put them down on your side stand on the floor, don't you?
Well,
this one, if I can get it right, you put it down on the floor first with this, and then when you want to go away, you wind it back up. So you wind it back up from the floor, stow it away, and job done. Drive off. Oh, that's really clever, that. And he's
It is clever, but I can see one person who's going to complain about that.
Who's that?
Nige.
Why is that? I think Nigel will love it. Nigel will love it. Oh dear, I've got German Jobbies in. It's green. Yeah, and news saying it's green. It certainly is green. I think I'm the only one who got a green one. I don't know why. but I like it. It's you can't miss it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And
I'm waiting for one of you guys to get that rope caught in your tires.
or somebody's going to forget to take it away or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Well, Ron said, German Jobby says it's the right colour.
Noob has a right idea. I have to attach something to my handlebar because I'll forget that stuff. You know, you get in a hurry to pull away, especially when you're fapping around with those cameras. You know.
Now, Noob's got a good idea. He puts elastic on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Which,
saying. That's a good idea.
if you put elastic on it, put that on the ground, as soon as you center your side stand up, that's going to ping right up and disappear, isn't it? I would have thought.
Into your wheel.
I hope not. Yeah, that's what it does. Now, Dylan's saying you would have loved to get over it on this tour. Now, this tour we're doing, Joe, you know we're doing a tour in 2025. It's out there. Everybody knows about it. It's going to be famous. It's going to be the biggest thing on the internet you've ever heard. Yes, there's a lot of people who love to be on it, but we've only got, I think, 6 people on it now. I think Tutor on a Bike's coming along, Ron as well. So that should be an awesome trip, that. And I'm looking forward to it, by the way. And so much looking forward to it, Joe, that I've been out spending money on parts for it. And
what are you buying, Joe?
I'm
What else
buying
do you
I'm
buy
buying
that
bits
you
and
keep paying?
pieces. Bits and pieces. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. I was just talking about the Tour de Faf, and you carry on. You're just talking about the Tour de Faf, and this is one of the items I've been
Huh.
buying. Memory, Jerry. I don't know what you use for memory, but I haven't got enough memory to take with me. I've only got the cards, which are 256 gig cards on each of my cameras. And what happened there? And I bought one of these, which is a 2 terabyte SSD drive. Very, very small. It's tiny. And
Yeah,
I'm going to take all my data off my small SD cards and put it on that.
oh, you can load that thing up. You'll have a couple months on that, easy.
Yeah. So the only problem is, you buy one of them, you do need something to get the data onto there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got 2 options, Jerry. I splashed out on one of these as well. It's a USB hub for your phone.
Yeah.
You've probably got everybody on the side chat. They've probably got all these anyway, I guess.
I've got something like that. I download my stuff at the end of the day. I bring a laptop to download it.
Oh, you have a full laptop?
But I do no. I put it on the. I got 1 terabyte, so I just download it on that. So, but you can't. A lot of times you can't view it on my computer. Like I don't have all the apps loaded up on it. I just view it when I get back.
How big's your computer? Oh, you go in a car with a trailer normally, don't you, for that sort of thing? So you can
Yeah. I got a big suitcase, so I can take that stuff. I think it's a good idea. You may be storing stuff with those other guys.
Hello, Carly's Ride.
But
Yeah.
the guy that you probably talk to is Andy. He travels so much. I know that that he's probably got his well sorted. I was watching one of his videos the other day.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know off Andy how much memory he uses in a day. Now, I'm planning on, I think it's 4 or 5 days, 6 days, I think it's going to be altogether. And I'm just wondering whether that's going to be big enough for 3 cameras.
Oh, yeah, it will be. 360 eats up a lot of camera space, but you don't have a 360, though.
I don't have a 360. But I was watching Andy's video this week, and he was mentioning that the 360, the new 360, it eats up data. So I don't know how big a card you're going to need to get in that to physically use it. Quite a bit of memory, bigger than 512K, I guess. Andy's got 5 512 gigs, 3 256s, and 3 128s. Well, I'm not in that league yet, Andy. I'm working on it. I've got a few cards. I'm hoping that's going to do the trick for everything now.
He's got more gigabytes. He's got tires now.
Yeah, but he does the proper tours, though. Now, I've never been on a tour before, so this is going to be the first tour that I've actually been on.
Oh, really? Can't tell.
Yeah. I've been on obviously I've been on long rides. I go up north quite a lot, Jerry, and ride back. And I do that now and then, and I think I might have put Steve on the video here, not transferred him across, but never mind. There's all
Why,
sorts going to go wrong here. But what?
why don't you take care of Steve? And I wanted to thank Andy and RevBomb for some shout outs they gave on their live stream on Friday.
Yeah,
Uh, I did pick up quite a few. That's about the same time I released the video, and I picked up quite a few subscribers. A normally large amount, not quite as much as No Noob picked up off of his
yeah.
one he did of the Jap Factory. Man, that was outstanding what you did there, Noob, on that.
But I do think videos like your video there, records and things, are quite special, aren't they, Jerry? They're not your
Yeah,
normal run of the mill riding round the lanes or anything. It's a quite a special thing too, and a lot of preparation went into that, not just the day, really.
yeah. I wrestled with what to put on that video. I wanted to put a little bit of what we were talking about before the runs and a little bit after the runs, and people get an idea. The run only lasts about a minute and a half,
Yeah,
so but we were talking and discussing and things like that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the. Oh, there's Steve.
yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Uh,
Welcome, Gordon Keeling, Flash, and also Steve Extra Rider.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some of the guys that are on the Rocket 3 forum that own bikes, that they have really high horsepower bikes. They're going to get out there. It's time for the old guys and old riders to get the hell out of the way and let the new guys do it.
Yeah, you've got to show them how it's done, though, Jerry, aren't you? You're leading the
No,
way, aren't you?
no,
You must
no.
lead the way.
No, I haven't led the way for a while. Yeah, Joe.
No, you do really well. I think you do really well. I enjoy that.
Well, there you go. You set the bar low enough, and I can clear it.
Yeah. Well, new biker really appreciated it anyway. He said you've got big duties to go
Yeah,
on.
they suck up a little bit, noob, for 2 or 3 days after the after thing, then they kind of drop back down.
Yeah. If anybody didn't know, the actual record was 154.506 miles per hour. Is that right, Jerry?
Yeah, what they do is they take they give you like a time slip,
Yep.
these like these two time slips,
Yep.
and they take you take your time from each one of the best miles, and they average them together. So that's how they give you your record. So I never know exactly how. Hey, there's Alex. I never know exactly how fast I did go. I know my average speed, but your top speed's always better than your average speed.
Yeah. Well, we've got Alex online as well. He's in the side chat. He's busy at the moment. Everybody's away this week. It's one of those weeks where some weeks you get them. I've had weeks where I just can't come on the stream as well. And it just happens that we've got a few things happening this week. But
New,
Dylan's saying he would have liked to have seen more of the setup behind the scenes, what goes on behind the scenes. We did on your last video. You showed a bit of that, didn't you, in the back of the van?
well, we do the preparation of the bike, but once we get out there, Dylan, there's we have to get through tech inspection, and last year I showed tech inspection. I didn't want to show the same thing this year as I showed last year exactly. I want to show something different. Um, I, I didn't want to throw in a crash though.
Well, Andy's doing a tour next 2 weeks. He's going back to Spain, so he's recovered quickly from his little incident, and he's now back on the road. Brilliant.
I couldn't from his video. I couldn't tell he was hurt. Did he do that video before he got hurt? I don't think so.
Pass. I think he did that after the video because he mentioned. I'm sure that video was after because he said he was back on the road. So on that one, so it was after the accident happened. I think.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure of that actually.
I like those touring videos myself. I know a lot of people don't, but I do.
Yeah, he goes and some of the roads that he was going on Andes. The roads are empty. The towns he was going through the places, there was not a single place there.
They all come to the UK in boats, don't they?
Yeah. We got Alex is nursing Nige with his eye. Oh, I'm sure he'd be. So yeah, and also I didn't realise what they do there. Free transport and buses over there as well. Can you believe that they did that here? That's probably why there's no traffic on the roads because there's no they don't pay for public transport.
There's no such thing as a free anything. You're
No.
paying for it. You're just paying through your taxes, right?
Well, things are still free. I got this from Tutor on a Bike free, so
Well, there you go. There you go.
still free. I didn't get my USB drives or anything like that free, but
Yeah, they don't give those away, do they?
they don't give them away. So Exeter rider Steve is saying, I think that was one of your best videos, Jared, filled with emotion, even without trying. Now, on
Yeah.
that filled with emotion there, regarding that video you did, Jerry, you mentioned that there was I don't know whether it was on the day or whether it was around the time. You can explain what happened to that, to a
Yeah,
races there.
we have three groups of riders basically that run out there. Streamliners, they run on course one. Guys like me, they're fairly fast, but not that fast. Then you have course three guys, kind of the new and rookie guys. Well, this guy is he's running out. Chris is running out on the course one, and he's running Streamliner. And Speed Demon is one of the fastest piston-powered motorcycles out there. And he was breaking in a new Streamliner, and he was just going on a shakedown run, about 300 miles an hour, late in the afternoon. Then if you watch the video, you can see it flew up about 90 feet in the air. Now they have cages which will protect them on rolls and spins and stuff like that. But when you go up about 60 or 90 feet in the air, you come down. There's nothing going to protect you there.
No.
He's about 60 years old. I've seen him out there a lot. I did not know him personally. I visited his pit area, and I saw those guys. But about every 7 or 8 years, a guy gets killed out there, and it was about 7 or 8 years since the last one.
And it just amplifies the fact that it's not a 100% safe thing, is it? It's not 100% guaranteed. It's a risk you're doing when you're going there.
Well, shh, don't tell my wife.
Andy's got a good thing here. I did notice you had my sticker on your helmet, Cherry. Well done. I like that. It was
I
there
did.
all the way through,
I
and it
did.
was there a lot. I like that.
If some of you other guys send me your stickers, I'd had it on set. I had noobs on the backup. I had extra riders on my backup helmet. They didn't want to let me use my backup helmet, and I didn't want to switch. So I left the other one on.
Do they have any special rules on types of helmet or anything like that when you're doing
Oh
that?
yeah, oh yeah.
They do?
Yeah. It's kind of like the same thing that FIM has for their MotoGP stuff. But yeah, it was the gear held up. I did burn my leathers on the plastic, zipper on the leathers. It was not metal, and it hit the exhaust pipe. I was trying to climb around the bike, Joe. I was trying to get back as far as I could get, and I put my leg on the exhaust pipe.
Yeah. Well, Steve's got a good question here, and
he always does.
What are the common errors people make on the salts, Jerry? Causes and crashes? Because obviously, it's not simple as just full throttle and go down the road, is it?
No,
it's things you can do to mitigate the problems.
The salt changes, daily and every meet, and this one was very unusual in the fact that it had, like I said, it's like kitty litter,
Yeah.
all over the place, and so that it has ridges in the salt, so they drag the ridges, so they smooth those out, but it's bumpy anyway. But when you bump up and down it real fast and you hit the kitty litter, the bike just spins up. The worst thing people do, Steve, is they tend to hang on really tight to the handlebars, and you have to have a really loose grip out there on the handlebars. And I will send you some. What?
Alex is saying that if you want some stickers, if he's got your address, he'll send you some stickers to stick on your hat as well. He's got some
I
good
can't
stickers.
go back out there now, Alex. But if I go back out there, I put your sticker on a sign. I did do that this time. I put mine on a sign.
Yeah.
But they steal the sign every year, so it's gone every year.
Even though you were saying hold on loosely, you looked like you were holding on pretty firm, because you take your hand off and go.
Well, I don't put it on the handlebar grip firm. I can put it on the handlebar on my left hand, but the right hand has to stay. If you got both hands on it, you got to stay loose, because what happens is you hit those bumps and stuff. I don't know if you could tell how bumpy it was, but it was really bumpy. And when you hit the bumps, the wheel wants to start to wobble. Tank slapper.
Thanks, Noob, for that. You mentioned there was a mystery guest on here. I've been trying to get Steve's been trying to come on this in there, but I can't for some reason. He's disappeared again. I don't know, but I'll leave him there. If you're there, Steve, pop back on and I'll add you to the stream.
To answer Alex's question,
and here's a question from Alex. Alex
Yeah.
is saying, are you now retired from racing, Jerry, or are you going to start racing something else?
Oh,
Big question.
I promised I wouldn't do any land speed racing. I didn't promise I wouldn't do it. I'm going to do some drag racing.
Wow.
I'd like to do some road racing.
Wow. That'd be brilliant.
No, it probably will be ugly.
No, it'd be good. We watched that. Andy's saying they've offered a settlement needs as young as salvage. Just needs a few plastic bits replaced, otherwise good to ride. I don't know what that one is about, actually. I must have lost track on that. Probably something that's needs a bit of work done to it.
No, I think he's talking about the bike that got damaged in an accident.
I thought that would have been a write-off, that, for the amount of bits of plastic that was flying off everywhere.
So Andy says he's done for crashing this year. I don't know if that works that way, Andy. You can try it. Let me know.
Right, we've got Steve is back. Hello, Steve.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and my apologies for I had you on the stream here and you were on there and I didn't transfer you across, so I apologise for that as well. Right. It's all going pear-shaped. I haven't got Nige here to help me out, so I'm struggling a bit. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best.
I had a suspected gas leak.
Oh, a gas leak. Oh, on your where you are.
Yeah, but no, we're all good.
So we're going to get no explosions.
Well, yeah, that'll give Joe a lot of views if you go out and smoke.
Talking of explosions, I don't know whether you're down. There's a big fire down your way. We're down. Is it down Nigel's way or your way? There's a big fire that.
It's next door to us. It's Cantford Heath. It's 100 firefighters out. It's
out now, is it, or is it still?
It's out now. Yeah, it took them all night and today to put it out.
Yeah.
But it's about. I think somebody said it's about 100 acres of heathland gone up.
Yeah, you reckon it was done by somebody deliberately, didn't they? That.
Yeah, usually is.
Terrible, really. It's been dry though, hasn't it, lately?
Oh, everything's tinned around here.
So, did you see my mention about the data on your travelling along?
Yes.
Do you use one of these?
I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive.
And that's good enough for anything. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, that'll give me 4 or 5 12 cards on there, and then 4 or 5 card 12s to bring home if I need it. So, but I need to transfer with my laptop because I bought the wrong adapter.
Oh, you can buy the right adapter. If you go onto Amazon, you can get them. You just type in what you want. And
I did go to Amazon, and it said it did what it's supposed to do, and when I got it home, it reads only.
Oh, is it?
It won't transfer the files, yeah.
Oh.
Because you can use your phone to do it. You can transfer the files via your phone, which means you say he's taken a laptop.
Yeah.
But yeah, did all the homework, and obviously I was wrong again.
We got a question for Jerry here. Another question, all coming for you, Jerry. Did you do the draw yet, Jerry, for the? I'm not sure what it's for, but for something
I did.
You did the draw.
Then there are 2 winners, and I will be putting it out sometime Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, so we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to keep us in suspended.
If I told you now, it would spoil the video for you.
Oh, that's true.
It's a very short video. I did the draw. I had my nephew draw the 2 names out, and that was pretty cool. And I did some thank yous afterwards, because there's a lot of people help me get out there to do that stuff. People don't realize I get out there and ride the bike, but hell, most of the work is behind the scenes.
And as Noob says there, you don't draw, you win, Jerry. And you showed us that in buckets this week, haven't you? With that, you're winning on the assaults. That's brilliant. Who cleaned the bike when you got it back? Did you have to clean it?
We took it over down to Mr. Bill's.
He's got all the dirty work to do as well.
I took the duct tape off of it. You know, we hauled it in my trailer. They kicked us off the salt. Did I tell you that?
No.
Didn't know. What,
Ah,
when you were there?
yeah.
Why did
So,
they do that? What did you do
well,
wrong?
we had a little discussion when we got there about our tires. We knew our tires were not rated for above 150 miles an hour. But if there's no record or the record is below 150 miles an hour, they'll let you run 2 runs, on the tires you have.
Yeah.
So as soon as I turned my time step in for the second 150 plus mile an hour run, they said, "You're done. You can't run anymore on those tires."
That's a shame, isn't it, really? But
We were actually we figured out that um, with the salt conditions the way it was, and it's fine. I'm not complaining about it because I like the challenge. So, but we were done anyway. I couldn't eke anything else out of there.
was
Not on
the
that course.
Spinning constantly, weren't you?
Only thing I could do is bust my ass.
as
You
you were
needed a
saying,
set of
Jerry?
knobbies on there.
Yeah, somebody. I had a lot of good suggestions. One was spike tires.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody
go
said
for it.
knobbies. I said, well, can you imagine how big a knobby would have to be to fit on a Rocket 3? It would take up a whole room. And how long those knobs would stay on?
At that
Yeah, I
speed.
think the best thing was to get a road sweeper down through there and clean off all those marbles.
Yeah, yeah. And Bill picked him up one time. You could see him. And what it is, it's like all the little knobbies are like the the salt has like when it heals, it has all those little fractures in it stuff. So it has they raise that that's raised up. So they pull that off, try to smooth that out, but they put all those little knobs right in the middle of those things. So every time you hit them, it's whoosh, you know you
I
can't
could see
dodge
you was
them.
having trouble, but it's still 150 whatever, 55 was it?
Yeah, we
54.
got yeah we the last round was 155. We talked
So when
about
you
it.
going back then?
We got to the end. We need to talk. I like the safety guy comes out there. He says, "You certainly don't want to let air out of your tires, do you?" It's like,
You did though, didn't you? Take
oh
it
yeah,
down.
we let it down to 29 pounds, and I was scared
Yeah.
that we were spinning the tire up so much I might overheat it, but it wasn't. When we checked it afterwards, it was pretty good.
Did you take any salt back with you, just in a jar or
There
something?
was. This is the first time I've ever been on a salt that I didn't have to wash my van, the motorcycle, or the trailer. It was so dry it wouldn't stick.
Yeah,
Mm.
easy to clean when you get back then.
Yeah,
So
well, we didn't
if
have
you can get a tyre rated over 150, are you going back?
well, we can't with that humongous. No, I'm not going back. You don't get me in trouble, Steve.
I know you said you was going to retire, but if
I
someone just happened to come up with a tyre rated at 180,
in 2023 I had one that was rated over 200 miles an hour, and we ended up busting my butt on that one. But no, it needs a fairing. It's just too big. That somebody was talking about. Oh, you needed to have your head down lower. I said that freaking that uh, radiator is like 3 feet wide.
yeah,
My head's
yeah,
not 3 feet wide.
Yeah,
it's as streamlined as a brick, isn't it?
I, yeah, somebody mentioned that it's like pushing a brick through there. In to defend a bike, I think if I run out in asphalt, I truly do think it run 170 miles an hour. But we're not running on the asphalt. I'm not going back, noob. No,
Would it change class if you put a fairing on it?
no. Once you put, you know what got me in a partially streamlined? The windscreen, that
Yeah.
windshield. That's what got me in partially streamlined. So
Mm.
no, you can do streamlining all the way, but you can't cover up your arms and your legs.
No.
They have to be able to see those from the side.
so on that record, Jerry, is that recorded anywhere on it, like Guinness Book of Records or anything like that? Or
They
I know we have
have
them over here. I don't know whether you have that over there or anything, but or is it just on the truck?
no, we don't go by land speed records don't go by that because a lot of guys they'll go, well, I went 300 miles an hour. Well, you trap speed with 300 miles an hour. We go by average mile speed. So we don't. Your exit speed doesn't mean anything to us. And if you got a jet car, we don't even talk to you if you got a jet car. You
No.
know, no. We get snobby. You know, kind of get like Noob does when he's riding his Himalayan in London. Puts his nose up in the air.
Yeah. But it's very dodgy riding around London, you know. It's just as bad in a different sort of way. It's not the actual speed there, it's the actual cars, and they're going between the traffic and people coming towards you.
I
Push
know.
bikes, people, prams, all sorts come from all sorts of directions.
You know, the thing that impressed me about Angelo so much was when I first started watching him was how calm he was riding down in that traffic in London.
Yeah.
So,
You get used to it, I think. When I used to, I obviously I'm retired now, but when I went to work, I was commuting every single day. And you get so used to just going filtering through the traffic and doing it. I might even go back one day, wake up early in the morning, and have a ride to work just to see what it's like again.
oh, you get some good questions coming up here. Newt says, "Did you get a plaque or just a shopping cart receipt?"
I
Like,
think for back a receipt.
I'm getting a trophy, you know, coming in November, and I get a certificate, you know, pretty nice, and I get my name in the record book, so that's okay. And to answer one of the questions about how long did it take them to drop after I got back, about 3 days.
3 days. Yeah. Well,
And I
Alex is
didn't
off
jump
again.
up and down.
Thanks for popping in, Alex. Appreciate that. I know you're busy, but thanks for popping in. Really good for you.
Oh, Alex leaving?
Cheers. Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
So here's another
ready.
question.
It's
I
getting his
think.
bike ready for the tour this month.
Yeah, I'm getting mine ready as well. I've got everything ready for mine. I've got everything sorted out now. The only thing I have to sort out is packing and what to take with me. But that's going to be simple. Now, Steve's got another question here for you. You're quite a popular man today, Jerry.
No, well, it's
If your average was 155, then does that mean you're getting 160-ish tops?
no. Normally it does, but in this one, I was running pretty much that same speed at the first mile. So usually the bike like I'm riding, like that Rocket 3, it really powers through from the first mile to the third mile. But we were slipping so bad, we didn't actually pick up a lot of speed. So I was pretty much averaging from the 1 mile on about the same speed I finished at. I just couldn't pick it up. And that's why I told him, I said, there's no point in doing it again unless they get a street sweeper and clean all those marbles up out of there.
Right, I'm going to just post a comment on here because I think Dylan is there and he wants to pop on the chat. So
Well, good.
I'll post the link up there if you can see
I
that.
heard Dylan hurt his other hand now. I don't know what he did to that. We have to find out.
We might be able to see his hand and see what he's done with it.
Well, if he can't operate the computer, I don't know.
There you go, Dylan. The link's on there. If you click the link, I'll open it up here. All being well.
Either Nigel's back home or he's watching live at his granddaughter's birthday. Does he put the
Yeah.
link up as well? Or did you do that, Joe?
I'll just put a link up right now. Is Nige, just a quick question. If you are there, Nige, are you operating the side chat as well? Because I don't know. If you are, that's brilliant. Thanks very much. It saved me a bit of bother. I didn't
You're
know.
getting into trouble for that one.
Madam?
You're getting into trouble for that one. He's supposed to be at a family party.
Yeah, we don't want him to get into trouble, do we?
No.
Hey, Noob, you
I'm
asked me about the shopping cart receipt. I'm sending one of my subscribers a trophy.
Hello, Dylan. Right, let me just quickly introduce Dylan. Sorry. Dylan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. It's always good to have somebody else on. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Jerry. And were you saying something? Sorry.
Well, I'm always saying something. But Noob was talking
Yeah.
about my shopping cart receipts that I got, you know. And I said, I am sending one of the trophies to one of the winners.
Wow.
Not both of them, but one of them.
You
got
have
to
to order
keep
two
one for the
trophies.
mantelpiece, Jerry.
Huh?
You got to keep one for the mantelpiece.
I will. I'm buying another one. I can purchase them as a rider. I can purchase as many as I want, but they're very expensive, so I'm not purchasing a lot.
Let's see if I got. Can you see?
Oh yeah, I can see you cut on your right pinky there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Circular
it's just
saw?
a scratch.
5 stitches in that.
Only 8.
5.
Was that with a? Did you do it with a chop saw or something?
Table saw.
A table saw.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So I was making some bits for the missus. Now here's another one for you. This I've done loads of work in the garden, built fences and stuff out in the house, and done loads of bits and bobs for the missus over the last couple of years. Not a fucking scratch. And we're refurbishing the bathroom at the minute, and then you know when you put tiles up and you put like a trim at the edge.
Yeah.
So she sent me out. Said, "Look, it wasn't gluing. We wanted to put a wee hole in it to screw it in." So I drilled the first hole, no bother. Drilled the second hole. The drill snapped, hopped through, straight through my
Oh
thumb.
man.
As well as.
Yeah, on my other hand. So I don't know if you can see on the camera there. It went through the
Jeez.
nail. It went
Yeah.
through the nail here, and then came
Oh,
out through the.
Have you ever considered giving up DIY, Dylan?
Yeah,
You must have else to do it.
I've done loads of stuff, and I haven't had an injury in years. I've up until recently, I probably would have done myself more damage on bikes than anything else. But just 2 in a short period of time, and it's my hands as well. You know, you can't touch off anything enough. But that was fun. Yeah, drilled straight through the nail, and out through, and it's like fucking hell. I was just trying to get value for money out of the tetanus that they gave me 3 weeks ago. You see.
How often you have to
Actually, it doesn't come in threes.
Yeah.
how often you have to have a tetanus, or just have to have one when you've had
Every 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah. Not that you have to have one every 10 years, but if you've had one within 10 years, you're covered.
They're good for 10.
You know, so
I think Gordon's just offered his services to you.
Yeah. What she said.
He'll ride over and sort your bathroom out for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got the tiles up, and we're micro cementing the walls, and I've the new shower to pop in once that there was a shower there, so it's just replacing the latest version of it. So all the fittings and everything are there, and then we've got to put in a new toilet and stuff. So,
But the main thing is, Dylan, now you're getting time to ride the bike. That's the main thing, isn't it? The NT.
well, myself and the missus went. I got that bike, I think, on the 28th of May, and I was out the other day with myself and the wife. We headed up from where we are in Cavan up to Enniskillen, which is about 40 minutes away. It's up north. And we take a spin up. We go for a coffee, hop into Asda because we don't have Asda here in the Republic.
You don't have an Asda.
And back down, and then back down again. It's a nice little spin out the bike. And then the amount of stuff you can fit in the panniers and the box. But 5,200 kilometers since the 28th of May.
Wow.
So it's it's brilliant. I'm loving it. Now I can't press all the buttons to forward my music now. My thumb is sore. No, I need to get I think I need to invest in a good cable again. The one I had on the previous NT has given up the ghost, and it never gave me any grief. And then the one I'm using at the minute, if I hit a big enough bump, it'll move a bit in the connection on the phone.
Yeah.
So and then you're trying to, as you're riding along, you're trying to put your hand inside the tank bag and reconnect the bloody USB cable.
Yeah. Did you see what I do? I've got a USB cable connecting the front, and it goes under the seat to a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I saw your video on that and stuff. And so
That's the best way.
I quite like having it plugged in because there's always. I think there's a plus and a minus. It's always fully charged when I get there, which is good. But if I ever have an accident where I go one way and the bike goes the other, my phone will be going with the bike, and that would probably be the one where I'd be. If you wanted to ring for assistance and the bike's gone a different direction, you'd be like, shit. I did. I fed. I got an extra long USB cable and fed it from the auxiliary one on the left hand side.
Yeah.
And I ran it under the tank panels and under the seat, and I had it there for the missus so she could run her phone. But I think I need to get one that actually has a waterproof seal on it, because when we were out, I had looped the cable over and pushed it back in so she could just pull it out from under the seats. But water just traveled down and got into the connector. So I'll have to look for something that's a bit more. I have seen ones online where you can get ones that do have a waterproof seal on them.
Yeah.
So I'll have to look at something more.
New biker's on his way. Thanks for popping in, Luke. Appreciate it. Cheers. And he's saying another congratulations to you, Jerry. Plenty of them coming in today for you. Well done.
Yeah, he mentioned he's a subscriber. Could he get in on the drawing?
Yeah,
It's too
you'll have
late.
to work a
Already
bit,
had
won't
it.
he? You'll have to work a
You
bit.
never know.
Yeah. Myself and
Yeah,
Joe
I
be
was-
boycotting now because we've probably got the most entries in.
Yeah.
That's the
I
randomness
was
of the
running
world, isn't
some
it?
into my tank bag off a
What have you
power
got there,
bank.
Jerry?
That's the box with all the people that the names are in there.
Oh, wow.
So if the two people that win it don't let me know their mailing address by the 1st of October, I'll draw somebody else.
Really?
Who knows?
I do like the box there, though.
It's your name, Joe. Time to go.
Oh, gold.
But you had 17 entries out of the 77, so you stood a good chance.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, you've done it fair. You've done it. Just put all the entries in a box and just pick one out. That's the best way to do it, I think. It's
Yeah.
a nice way to do it.
old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I should like Joe was Joe's name in there 17 times?
Yep.
Oh, very good.
Every time he entered, then I put the name. And I put the entry number. So if like that when I pulled out, if it's remember, it might have been number 1. So his first entry might have won him the thing.
Excellent.
So, yeah. So that should be good. So I'm looking forward to that. That's sometime this week you're releasing that, aren't you, Jerry? I think.
I'll be releasing it probably Tuesday or Wednesday. This video is just, I'll usually before I release the next video, I'll let the other one kind of slow down a little bit. But this one's going so good, I don't know. I may let it go for a while. I've not had one like this in a long time.
Right, we've got a little question down the bottom there. Before we answer that, there's a little thing at the bottom there. Anybody wants to ask any questions to anybody on the panel? Now's your chance. You've got a couple of minutes while we get the questions in, if there is any. And there's been plenty of questions coming in, and they've all been going to you, Jerry, so you're quite a popular person.
No,
but
I'm
I've got
the stupidest one here.
Pardon?
I'm the stupidest one here.
No, we're going to look forward to the next big thing. That was the big thing, big event. That was your record run. We've got to think of another big event now. That's.
I'm thinking that your tour is going to be a big event.
Yeah, the tour will be the next big talking point.
Oh yeah, hopefully that'll be brilliant. Yeah.
There's more cameras across those bikes that are going than there was on the bloody Tour de France.
Yeah. Well, I see Nige has got. When Nige did his video, Steve, you're at Nige quite a lot, aren't you? He's got that camera on the back. Did he have that camera on the back all the time, or did he just put it on the back?
Constantly.
Constantly, yeah. Oh, because he's watching your indicators, isn't he?
Yes.
Watching the indicators, yeah.
Because he's got to keep that track of your indicators. You leave them on, don't you?
Oh yeah, he's got to. Yeah.
I was going to check if I can adjust the settings on the auto indicators on the NT, but I think while it does have a lot of features, it doesn't go into the. I'd say some of the Ducati electronics and the BMW stuff. When you actually go into the settings side of it, it's more in depth.
Yeah.
So I think you can go in there, and I don't think we can adjust the time. So I think it's just auto cancel on or off. I don't think it gives you the option of. I know it definitely wasn't the last one. I don't think they've updated the software between the two bikes in that sort of way. So
one of my mates has got auto cancel, and he said if you flick it over, it flashes for so long, but if you flick it over and hold it, it flashes for longer before it cancels.
I found with mine is if I flick it over, if it's a kind of if I do a very gentle turn, it'll stay on longer. Whereas if it's a sharp and I bang the bike in hard on the corner, it'll turn off nearly instantly. Kind of like with a car when it gets so. Yeah. So either it's lean sensitive or it's the amount of turn, whatever way it works. But I'm definitely on a quite sharp bend, a sharp turn, it'll turn off nearly straight away. But on a gentle,
different bikes have different switches. Maybe I don't know.
Hey Joe, I do have. Go ahead,
Joe.
Steve.
No, Jerry. No, sorry. No, I was just saying it must be different because some bikes, if you flick them, they flash 6 times. If you hold them over, they flash 20 times. I don't know how it works. I haven't got that sort of technology.
Yeah. Well, apparently, according to Andy, we're going to have a lot of time spent changing batteries and stuff like that. I'm hoping not. Mine's going to be permanently wired in. Are you going to say something, Jerry?
I've got a suggestion. that you
Go
could
on
do.
then.
It'd be very interesting to watch. You guys ought to transfer cameras from bike to bike on the move. Yeah.
Transfer camera to camera on
Oh,
bike.
hand over while riding. Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm so
Skill
glad Nigel's
and
there because
extra
he'd back
points
me
we
up
give him
on
for
that.
skill and artistic.
It'd be fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
I think most of the journey is going to be on lanes and things, so it's going to be a bit difficult to find a lane wide enough so we can actually get beside each
No
other.
excuses. Come
riding.
Yeah,
on.
that's the challenge.
We'll find room.
I just hope the sat nav works because I know Nigel's been, and you as well, Steve, been working on the route app, haven't you? And I
Yeah.
think Nigel's got it working now, wasn't he? Where it doesn't, can't it
Yeah,
comes back on again.
if we download the routes to our phones, when we do lose signal, it picks up, it carries on as a sat nav because your phone's automatically a sat nav anyway.
Yeah, but
So,
did he make it so he tested it and it comes back on again afterwards, didn't he?
yeah. So if we download, rather than running it live off the phone, if we download the routes onto our phone, when it loses phone signal, it automatically switches to GPS.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but a lot of them as well is especially like on the NT because you're on an Android. If you're like I run Google Maps, you can have offline mode, so the map will
yeah,
still. Once you've set it, if you lose signal, it'll keep
Keep it
because
on
it's loaded in. Now it won't. If you make, I think there's a certain amount of parameters it'll cover, but if you go way off track, it won't pull you back in. But it'll if you're
yeah.
staying on the route, it'll tell you no next left, next right. It kind of
Yeah.
has a certain
I've
amount.
downloaded the whole of the UK on Google Maps onto my phone, so I can go anywhere now. All it says is you're offline. It zooms out a little bit, and then when you go back and get a signal, it says you're now online. So it's automatically switches to and fro.
And I had one. I was saying to you, I live in Cavan, and it's about a 40-minute drive up to a place called Enniskillen, which is across the border in Northern Ireland. And I'm tipping on my way up, and on the drive up, it keeps telling me there's a road closure,
Yeah,
and so it says take the next right. It's not affect that. I'm not gonna because it gives you it's throwing up the extra time, so it's telling me an extra 31 minutes, and I'm like, so that's miles out of the way. I said I'm just going to drive all the way up, right to the bloody sign where it tells me, go left or go right. So I'll drive right to the road closure. And all the way up, it keeps telling me, take the next left, takes the next right, takes the next left, 35 minutes. And I'm going, the locals aren't going to put up with a 35-minute detour. So I got to where the detour was. It's like, go left up here, went left, come to the end. The detour says turn right. Google Maps tells me go 30 minutes left. So obviously I followed the proper detour and literally the 5-minute detour. And Google wanted me to go for 35, 40 minutes out into the sticks and all over the place. So sometimes, like if you know the road and you and you look at it, go, that doesn't make sense where it's trying to send you. But I'm sure there was places I was on the tours over the last couple of weeks where it probably took me on all sorts of mad routes, which you don't mind when you're just off on a little exploration, as long as you hit your little markers.
when you got time scale, then you need to be as much en route as possible, don't you?
Yeah, but even on that, it does send you down some weird little roads. Now I thought it might be a little bit of there's a lot of small roads here in Ireland called boreans, and they're still officially rated the same as main roads. So technically they're 80-kilometer roads, but it's just like grass up the middle and about barely wide enough for one car. So I think
Sounds
the
like
map just
Joseph.
sees the map just goes shortest route, and because they're both listed at the same speed rate and same level of road. It obviously just looks and goes as the crow flies. That road there is quicker than that road there, and it doesn't say that one is and the boat listed as being the same speed and everything else. So it obviously just says, yeah, go up here, go up left, right. And I've done that a couple of times, and you're going up roads where like you'd be lucky to be doing 20 kilometers an hour, let alone 80.
One
I
thing,
mean, that's the good thing about my route app. You can put enough waypoints in so it forces you to go the way you want it to go, whereas Google Maps will change on you.
Yeah, it's
Hey
handy
boys,
sometimes.
it, it it can't be that bad. You're on an island. Where are you going to go?
Yeah, I'll fall off it eventually. Although I did learn a new thing because I've always said for years, if you drive for more than 4 hours in Ireland, you'll fall off it. But it is a little bit bigger than that. It is because I know we were about when we did the trip down to Kerry and all, it was good 4 or 5 hours. Because we live quite up the top of Ireland, and we went right down to when we went last, we went to Hook Head Lighthouse, which is way down in Wexford, I think it is, or Waterford. Or, it's a fucking long way away. But it was like 4 or 5 hours from our house down. So, but we made the most. It was good fun.
For
You
Joe,
must get over there.
Yeah, not like Jerry. Like to Jerry, that's just down to his. That's just the end of his driveway and down to get the post office. You know.
for you, Joe, I think wouldn't worry a lot about the cameras. I wouldn't worry a lot about the
No,
navigation. Just enjoy
absolutely.
the trip and being with the guys.
The
Oh
way
yeah.
I see rides, Jerry, is I'll put the cameras on, I'll forget about them, and whatever turns out, you deal with it. If not, because you've got to enjoy the actual tour at the end of the day, haven't you? It's not all
Yeah.
about just the content at the end of the day. You're there to enjoy yourself. Isn't that right, Steve?
It is, and if you get anything decent, it's a bonus, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be sitting. I'm not going to be riding there worrying about getting this shot and that shot and everything else. I'm just going to be turning the cameras on and off with my remote control, and whatever's there is what I'll have to work with, if
So
anything.
you
I just
so you and
literally
Alex will
turn
be
mine on when I think there's something interesting, or I might have something that's worth saying, which is probably not much of the time, but
A lot of the time, there'll be lots between you and Nigel. I'm 100% certain of that.
Yeah.
I will be dropping out of comms a lot.
I'm going to
Yeah.
ask Santa Claus for a good camera, I think, because the little one I have, it gives me all right footage, but I even bought the official mic. But the limitation on these budget cameras is the software. Like there's no adjusting the gain or any of that sort of stuff on the mic. So all I get, like I went out about 3 or 4 times on the CB and the NT a week ago, trying to doing a little bit of vloggage, and each time you go back, it was just static. Like you could barely make it out. So
We,
the missus has agreed that if I stop drilling holes through my fucking self,
yeah.
she might let me get a camera off Santa Claus.
we,
If there's
we've,
enough,
ac-
if there's
we've
enough of
actually
me left to drive the fucking bike. Sorry, pardon my French. To
we've actually we've actually got a question for you as well, Dylan. Where are you, Cavan Honda rider?
uh,
Northern Ireland or Ireland?
I'm in
Yes,
Southern Ireland, so
yes.
Cavan is the county I'm in. So I stick myself down as Honda rider because I'm a bloody I'm a Honda file. I've been riding them for donkey's years, and that's all I'll bloody buy. I think it's part of my tism in my brain. I lock onto things, and that's it for me for the rest of my days.
Whoa,
He's
I
gone.
guess the camera gave out.
He's
I was
gone.
going to say, DJI have got an offer on at the moment on the Action 4 combo, and it's nearly £100 off.
Okay, I might have a look at that. Yeah.
The Action combo is 289 at the moment instead of 375.
That's pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in answer to because I just got a bit of a refreshing on train, but while I'm in the Republic, the county I'm in is in the province of Ulster. Ireland is divided into 4 provinces. There's Ulster, Munster, Leinster, and Connacht. So Ulster is the top half. It's mostly Northern Ireland, but also Donegal and Cavan. So that's where I'm up the top of the country, up the top of the teddy bear's head.
The teddy bear's head.
If you look at Ireland, it looks like a teddy bear.
Is that why you see it? I've never noticed that before.
Yeah. It's
Well,
part.
Andy's,
You'll find it an old rebel song is give back our teddy's head, and other bits and bobs like that. But
Andy sold all his GoPro stuff. He's got the Instant 360. He's got the DJI stuff. Still not used the Action 5 Pro yet. Has anybody got the new one? The new the DJI one? Because there's a lot of news about that one now,
my
isn't there?
mate who really good TV, he's got one and he's doing a bit of he's done at least 2 reviews on it. I don't think he was massively impressed initially, but he's coming around to it more now. But he's a TV cameraman by trade, so he knows cameras inside out. Like, so and I was actually out for a spin with him the other day as well. Good crack. He's got a GSA 1300. So we were out.
He falls in love with bikes about every 2 weeks. So
Yeah. No, he likes his bikes. I think he's culled it down now to just the 2. There's a GSA and he has the Sprint, or there's not the Sprint, the
765.
the 765. That's the Street Triple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Speed was the old one, but now that's a beautiful machine.
Yeah, it's in yellow, but he does. He loves one, then he falls in love with it.
Yeah.
Gone.
I think his latest video was actually about that. His latest one on his channel is about how motorcyclists fall in and out of love with bikes.
Yeah.
It also depends a lot on your wallet.
Yes.
I think with bikes is sometimes if you grow up with a certain type of bike, I'm like a Honda man. I'd always buy Hondas if I can.
Yeah.
I have had other bikes, but mainly it's been, I'll say, 90% Hondas. And you get used to one type of brand and you stick with them. And if
Yeah.
they're reliable and they work well, then why bother changing?
And I'm trying to buy up. I'm always looking online for older. Like there's a lovely clean Honda Firestorm for sale here. I always wanted one. Like, so now I'm kind of looking at stuff I couldn't afford when I was in my teens and twenties.
Yeah,
I'd love an SP1, but they're going for stupid money. Like, and then part of me wants. I've got a parallel twin. I've got an inline four. I want a V4 and a V twin. So
yeah,
it's like different engine configurations. Um, yeah, and if you know yourself, if you win the lotto, you buy all sorts of mad stuff. I've had Kawasaki's. I've had Kawasaki's. Aprilia Kawasaki, Suzuki, uh, and then just all Hondas. I don't think I've never had a Yamaha. I was never a big Yamaha fan back in the day. I don't know why.
yeah.
Um,
I've had the Yamahas, the RD350 Powerwell.
oh,
Does it make you a brandist if you stick to a certain type of bike? Because what Duncan's saying there, am I a brandist? I like the bikes, Honda bikes. I like the bikes they
yeah.
do, and they're reliable.
I think I got to that point where in my teens I was probably one of those silly people that if you didn't like the same thing I liked, you were wrong. But now it's just a case of I love Hondas, but if someone else is out on their bike, as long as they're enjoying themselves, I love all bikes. Myself personally, I'll just buy Hondas. Although if I had a bottomless pit of money, there'd be a ZZR 1400 in there. There'd probably be a ZX12R. There would be an MT10 SP. I'd probably buy a V2S. So it's not that I would own. It's not that I prefer Hondas, but there's other bikes out there I would like to have as
Yeah,
well. I like some of the early KTM's, the KTM, the 990 Supermoto, and the SMT. I'm
yeah.
quite fond of them. Um,
The only thing I wish that Honda would do is another shaft, a decent shaft drive motorbike, not a big one. You can only get
Yeah,
the
what's the
older
SP
shaft drives now,
1300?
but you can't.
Actually, that's one of the ones I was going to get until they announced the NT was the big VFR 1200X, the Cross Tourer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a lovely bike. Again, it's the V4. The gas thing is Honda used to be the masters of the V4,
yeah,
and now it's like Aprilia. Is it Ducati do that? And I think Aprilia still V twin. So it's mostly Ducati are kind of now the masters of the V4, which is a strange twist, seeing as Honda were the one that pushed that technology for years in the VFRs and RC45s. And
we've got. Go on, Steve. You have to something. Go on.
I must admit I have succumbed to the V4.
Have you?
Yeah,
In what way, Steve?
pan European.
What about the Pan European?
yeah, they were a great
I've
bike.
got one heading my way.
Oh, have you?
Oh, fair play.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
Another member of the Honda
yeah,
Club. You'll have to join too now, Jerry. Jerry,
I
no,
was
try it.
I was putting way too many miles on me Benelli, and I went down to see my dealer to see how much money I'm losing on it. Keep putting them mileage on there, and he gave me a good price, and I swapped over.
Yeah,
Well,
the ST 1300 is a great bike.
yeah.
Yeah, they
And
hold the value, don't they?
yeah, they do. Um, and I mean, and they can shift along too.
Oh yeah,
When you want. They might not have all the super duper modern mod cons, but you don't really do what I mean, I have a CV 1300. It's got well, I've got 7 buttons across the whole switchgear on my CV 1300, and there's
yeah.
23 buttons on the NT. So
Yeah.
They
Got
all
to
do the same thing, don't they?
yeah, and
go in one
sometimes I
place.
love to just take the CB out because it's just I call that my bimbler. I just go out and it's just it's very basic. It's just enjoyable, and then off you go and just have a nice spin.
But on the NT, all the buttons are in one place. They're just on one side or the other side. But your hand, they
Yeah, I
don't.
know where they are now because I'm,
Uh,
and you don't use them all.
yeah.
Now, in fairness, the I think they could do it revisiting the interface and the switchgear and making it more. There's some features and buttons that just don't really make like the favorites button is a waste of time because it doesn't do anything. As in, you can do traction control, and on my one, you can do rider modes.
Yeah.
But I can do the rider modes up and down. I can go from like I can go up terrain and back down. Whereas the other, with the favorites, if I set the favorites button to rider modes, it just cycles around. So there's bits and bobs like that. It's just, but I
I,
think, and I've heard about it on a couple of Japanese bikes, they haven't really put the depth into the user experience like some say. I believe the Ducati one is probably one of the best, and some of the BMW stuff where it's just a bit more.
yeah. I,
It's in depth behind, like the front interface is pretty good on the Honda stuff and the Japanese stuff, but the deeper down where you can actually, the favorites, you can actually put something on there you actually want, as opposed to I can do the traction control settings, or I can do the ride mode. But like the favorites button is here,
yeah.
and the ride mode button's there. So why would I? And I can go, up one, down one, whereas the favorites one just cycles. So little bits like that where they need to kind of give it a
But
bit of.
most people, Dylan, most people once they get to they dial in their settings on a new bike. They don't change them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Joe, because on my NT, I just use one tour, and that's basically all it's on 90% of the time. I've never really changed it to anything else.
I
Yeah.
use
Ever. Manual and auto, yes, that's all I use.
I use mine more now on the electronic suspension one, because the actual user mode, you've got yourself, you've got Tour, Urban, and Rain, which are preset, and you can't change anything in them. And in user 1 and 2 you can, but on the previous model I didn't really see the point in changing it, because what was there to really change unless you were messing around with traction control? And I was happy enough to leave that well enough alone. But I have user 2 set up on my one now with I've got the power set to full, I've got the engine braking set to the least intrusive, and I've got the suspension set to minimum. So it's kind of a cross between, it's got the power delivery of Tour with the suspension sort of settings of Urban, and then I've dialed back the engine braking as well. So, but because I can actually make those changes, whereas on the previous model, the only thing I would have been changing was probably the engine braking.
Yeah,
But,
I have that on off all the time as minimum as possible on the engine braking. It's too strong, I think. But,
yeah, do I have it? And then I do notice as well with the latest version. If I have it, I do stick it in D now and again, and it can kind of, it tends not so much freewheel, but there's points where it just stays in this nice little, where it's not going up or down a gear. And then there's other times, if it's quite a slow or twisty, it goes up and down the gears like a bloody jack in a box. Now it doesn't upset the bike, but whereas if I stick it in sport or manual mode, it doesn't change as much. It holds on to the gears a little bit longer. So you kind of get the hang of which one you want to be in.
do you think some bikes, like the older bikes, like the 350 that Extra Rider was riding, the older type, the classic type bikes, do you think they're not sometimes better because you don't have to have the distractions of all the buttons and everything else? You've just got your indicators, your left, right, minimal dashboard, and you can enjoy the ride going down the country lanes.
That's why I take.
and enjoy it more.
That's why I love to take the CB 1300 out, because, like I said, it's just clutch lever. I think there's 4 switches on one side and 3 switches on the other, and one of those is the hazard lights. So you're very rarely using that, and then that's just back. That's my kind of palette cleanser, back to basics, just classic styly. Just go for a spin. It just happens to have a hell of a lot of torque.
Well, here's an opinion you might like. The GS Adventure, best bike in the world. What do you think about that? I would say the Honda NT1100 so far. Well, no, I wouldn't actually. Not the Honda NT1100, but my best bike would be the NC750X. And if I ever got a smaller bike, that's the bike I would go for. But I wish that it had cruise control on it. That's the only thing I'd probably want on it extra. Apart from that,
I think I went
tiny bit more power.
I've never had any problem with power. How much power do you need? Because you can only do 70 mile an hour on a motorway. As long as you've got the power to go somewhere, you don't need speed. Speed is not top of my
It's
list.
just nice to have it there if you need it, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I suppose it is. Yeah.
That's why
it
you've
goes,
got the
it goes, it
1100.
goes speed bumpers on just when I've had days where I've taken all the boxes off the NT and I throw it around the country lanes like a big supermoto, and it bloody goes quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's lads who go quicker than I will, but on it. But and on paper it only has 100 horsepower.
Yeah.
But like it goes,
Yeah.
It breaks the speed limit and it runs along quick, and I think it sounds quite nice with the standard pipe on it.
But does your fuel bill go right up? Because the 350 that Steve was riding, he said you probably get about 150 odd miles out of that, which is a lot. That's
Is that
more
the
than
GV350, the new Honda? Is it, or is it the
350.
the Meteor? Is it?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that Steve rode. Yeah, amazing economy from 350, I think.
The one he tested, he said at least 150 miles per gallon.
At least, yeah.
So
That's bloody good. It's like
But
my
he-
125.
But there's a lot of people, that look at the 350. And one of the guys made a comment in Steve's video that he'd never buy a motorcycle with only 20 or 29 horsepower. He needed 70 or 80. And to me, I kind of like speed myself. So, but having a bike, if it was my only bike, yes, it might be a little bit low. But since it wouldn't be my only bike, if it's your second or your third bike, it's a perfect bike for cruising the B roads on.
Yeah. Well, I've got stuff like one of the bikes I test rode years ago, and I'd still love to get one. The Bonneville Bobber.
Yeah.
And again, it's just bimbling down country lanes, chill as a chill thing on chill pills. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was the most fun I'd had on a bike in a long time, and there was no speed involved. And
Some of the guys keep asking me about what is it like to ride the Rocket 3. I said, I have no idea. Only time I could ride it is wide open. I've never ridden down the street.
I think one of the things I kind of like from some of the videos that you put out as well is, I mean, there's lads telling you how you could get that speed record better. And you're like,
And they don't do it.
were you just behind me on the salt? I didn't catch you out there. So that's sort of it's like anyone that is brave enough for that sort of stuff. I think they know what they're at.
Do you find, Jerry, that you get a lot of people commenting, but they're not commenting with knowledge? Basically, they're not like another racer or anything like that. There's commenting
Well,
just general
a
public.
lot of them have never done it. A lot of them have never followed it, so they assume that this is my first time doing it. So they're offering helpful suggestions. Like put spikes in your tires and move your butt back. To the back. Well,
Moving the butt to the back of a Rocket 3 is not going to make much difference.
I can't reach the handlebars and sit on the back seat at the same time. I can do one or I can do the other.
Yeah.
I'm too little.
Yeah. Well,
fair play. Well, it's getting to that time where it's over an hour and a quarter. I don't think I'll stretch it to 2 hours today. I'll try and get away a bit earlier. It's been a good stream. Well, it's been quiet today, actually. We've had 4 people on, so it's everybody's been busy this week, so I appreciate people coming on. If anybody wants to come on the stream at any time, we're doing a bit of a push on that, where all you have to do is send us an email, and we'll send you the stream link. I can send you the stream link every week if you wish, and add you to the list if you want.
There's one for you, because I was looking on yours and Nigel's ones, and I don't know if you've separate emails that you've created just for channels, but your email isn't linked onto your YouTube and bits.
It should be.
I couldn't find it. It might just be my limited mental capacities. Because I was looking on the YouTube channel and it gives the details of different bits. I couldn't find an email on it because I was going to email you last week about something. But that could just be me.
Have you got an email on your channel?
No, because I haven't created a separate one because I wouldn't want stuff coming into my standard mailbox.
Okay.
Because you'd never know. I'm one of those people that I like the internet a certain amount, but I don't trust it. So
no, I don't think anybody
weirdos out there. So that's why I changed it. The name is that I would never put my real name. Like you guys know what my first name is, but I'd never make the channel my actual name or any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, my channel's not my actual name either.
Exactly. Well, I'm always ready. But that's the other thing. If I was to do an email, I'd create one separately, just specifically for YouTube. So then I'd know, if it lands in there, it's YouTube related.
Yeah.
All of my I think I'm up to 47 followers now, so I'm not doing too bad for the.
Well, I will check on my my channel later, and I'll put a post in the comments section, how to get to that link and where to pick it up, and then you can email me yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to post on here. It's just.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That's the other thing. So I wasn't too sure because I didn't want to.
But, and Andy's off now anyway. So yeah, we got.
I wanted to ask Dylan what helpful suggestion he gave me in the comments about how I should ride.
Me?
Yeah. Go
Did
on
you give me helpful comments?
I don't think I could give any advice. Just flat out like a lizard drinking. That sort of thing.
Well, that's a good enough suggestion, isn't it, Jerry?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
The
Anyway,
last person I would give biking advice to would be Jerry.
yeah, me as well. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping the stream up now. I'm going to make a quick shout out to all the people who have been here, and I'm going to start from the list I've got here. And if you know anybody I've missed, I'm going to go through that in a minute. But I'll start off by saying thank you to my guests, Dylan. Thank you for coming on. Steve, hang on, Steve the Dorset Rider is here. Hang on. Wait a minute,
I had
he's
a
here.
emergency phone call.
Kicked him out.
Sorry about that, Steve. I nearly missed you. So thanks, Steve, for coming along. Appreciate that. And Dylan, and also Jerry, thanks for coming along. Congratulations on your record run. We enjoyed that. It's been very nice to watch. German Jobbies, Andy GSA Tractor. We've had New Biker, Adventure Blair Review, Alex. We've had Nige, and also Howie, and Carney's Ride, Strange Fruit Bikers, Leanne Cameron, Monkeywood Garage, and have I missed anybody?
Exeter
Flash.
Rider.
Pardon?
Gordon Keeling, aka Flash.
Gordon Keeling, aka Flash. Thanks very much. You can come again.
Exeter Rider.
Exeter Rider, yeah.
Did you
We don't
give
mind giving him 2 or 3 mentions. And while we're here, if anybody's at a loose end as well, check out. I've got him in there. I've got his bloody channel now. I was going to say check out
The chap.
Friday, Rev Bomb's Friday Live. Rev Bomb, give him a shout.
I did this one, and he gave me a good recommendation, so I really do appreciate that.
Brilliant. So yeah, I think I've mentioned everybody there. If I haven't mentioned anybody, then I'm sorry. I appreciate it, and I just want to thank you all for coming on. And I'm going to leave it there, and I hope to see you all in a stream at a later date. Thank you very much for coming along. Bye for now.
Take it easy, guys.